Hello everyone, I'm Paul and this is problem 3532. Path existence queries in a graph 1. This is a medium problem and next I will show you how to solve it step by step. We are given these four variables. N is the number of nodes that we have in the graph. In this case we have 4. We only have an edge between two nodes if the difference of the corresponding values in nums is smaller or equal to max difference, in this scenario 2. So let's check if we have an edge between nodes 1 and 2. We go to this array nums and we check indices 1 and 2. The difference between these two numbers is 1, and 1 is smaller than the max difference, so we have an edge here. If we compare nodes 0 and 1, for example, now we are looking at these two numbers, the difference is 3, and 3 happens to be larger than the maximum possible difference, so we don't have an edge between these two nodes, okay? So with these three variables, we can build this graph. And now we need to answer queries. For each of these, we have an array with two values, source and destination. The result is true if we can go from the source to the destination, or false otherwise. In this scenario, we can't go from 0 to 1, we don't have an edge here, so the result of this first query is false. Then we need to go from 0 to 2. We don't have an edge here neither, so the result is false. Then the source is 1, the destination is 3. Given that we can go from 1 to 3, the result here is true. And finally, we need to go from 2 to 3. Given that we can do this, the result is true. Now, maybe you're thinking about using a DFS for each of these queries. We run a DFS here, another one here, another one here, another one here. The problem is that we can have a lot of queries, so as you might guess, this is very inefficient. So the key here is that we should pre-process the graph somehow such that we can answer queries in big of 1 time complexity each. Here we show you a solution using union find. So let's see how this works. We will say that each node is its own component. So this node corresponds to component number 0. This one corresponds to component number 1, this is component 2, and this is component 3. And now we will iterate nums from left to right starting from index 1. So here is the I pointer. And every time we will check if the difference between the current number and the previous one is smaller or equal to maximum difference. In this scenario, the difference is 5 minus 2, meaning 3, and that's larger than 2. So we don't do anything, we just continue. Next we are here. The difference between the two numbers is 1, which is smaller than the maximum difference. So here we do have an edge. We should join these two components. And how can we do this with union find? We know that this number corresponds to node 1 and this number corresponds to node 2. Here we have the indices of the array, 0, 1, 2, 3. So we are looking at these two nodes, 1 and 2. We need to join these two components. How can we do this? Well, in the union find, we can check what are the corresponding parents of the two components. They are 1 and 2. And now we can say that this node belongs to component number 1. We could do the opposite. We could say that this one belongs to component number 2. The important part is that these two components have to be equal. Now these two nodes belong to component number 1. Next we move the I pointer, so we are looking at these two numbers. The difference is 2, which is equal to the maximum difference, so we do have an edge between nodes 2 and 3. How do we join these two components? Well, we can say that this node belongs to component number 1. Now these 3 nodes belong to the same component. Now we can move the I pointer and we are out of bounds, so we can continue with queries. We start from this one. We have to check if we can go from 0 to 1, and for this we can check the corresponding components. 0 is different from 1, so there's no possible path here. The result is false. Next we check if we can go from 0 to 2. From 0 to 2. These two components are different, so the result of this query is false. Next we need to go from 1 to 3. These two components are equal, so the result here is true. And finally, we need to check if we can go from 2 to 3. 1 is equal to 1, so the result of this query is true. And just to be clear, every time we are checking what's the corresponding component with the find part of union find. And by doing this, we solve the problem in roughly big O of n plus q, where n is the length of this array and q is the amount of queries. And I say roughly because operations in union find require roughly big O of 1. Space complexity is the same because we need structure for union find and an array for the result corresponding to the amount of queries that we are given. So with this in mind, let's go with the code. First, we need a class for union find, so we can go up here and say class UF. This requires a constructor, so we use init in Python with self and the number of nodes. Now we can say self.parent is an empty map, and the initial component of every node is its own number. So for I in range n, we can say self.parent I is equal to I. Now we have two parts here, find and union. Let's start with find. Here we use self and some number x, and we can say if self.parent x is different from x, then self.parent x is equal to self.find using self.parent x. Okay, we go up one level. And after doing this, we can return self.parent x. For the union part, this requires self, a and b. And here we say that the parent of a is self.find using a, and the parent of b is self.find with b. And now we can say self.parent pa is equal to pb. Now regarding the main function, we can build an instance of uf using n. And now for I in range from 1 to n, if the absolute difference between the current number and the previous number is, sorry, this is lowercase I. If this absolute difference is more or equal to max difference, then we have an edge, so uf.union, and here we use I minus 1 and I. And now we can say that the result is an empty array, and for every source and destination in queries, result.append uf.find source equals uf.find destination. So if the corresponding parents are equal, we add true, else we add false. And down here, after the for loop, we can return result. So let's submit this and see if it works. As you can see, this works and it's efficient. Maybe you can make the code slightly more efficient, but this is already efficient in terms of complexity. If you found this useful, please drop a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.